Wyatt Sicks made their debut last year on WWE Raw and seemingly murdered Chad Gable. He had a bullet hole in his head and was bleeding, and everybody thought that this faction was going to be something special. At least I did. I shouldn't say everybody. A lot of people thought it was going to end up the way it did. I allowed myself to believe that they had a grand plan for this faction, which ultimately they did not, because they were in a rivalry with the Final Testament for ages that culminated with the Final Testament defeating them in a six-man tag match with Karrion Kross pinning Uncle Howdy, and the reward for the Final Testament winning their rivalry against the Wyatt Sicks is the Authors of Pain and Paul Ellering got released. So just a total waste of everybody's time. Alexa Bliss used to be aligned with Bray Wyatt, but she betrayed The Fiend at WrestleMania 37, allowing Randy Orton to defeat him. She was on hiatus from the company for 2 years. Her last match before her return during the Women's Royal Rumble was at Royal Rumble 2023 in a loss to Bianca Belair. And Uncle Howdy appeared on the Jumbotron after the match, laughed, and said, "You are no longer in control of your own career." So with the Wyatt Sicks interrupting Alexa Bliss's backstage conversation with Nia Jax, it leads me to believe that they have plans for Alexa Bliss and the Wyatt Sicks, and I think they should be huge plans. I think she should replace Uncle Howdy as the leader of the faction, and here are 3 reasons why. Number 3, like I said, Uncle Howdy has already been pinned. He's supposed to be this supernatural character. He lost to Karrion Kross. What does Karrion Kross wrestle? 4 matches a year? I'm a fan of Karrion Kross as a character. I'm actually enjoying his rivalry with Sami Zayn whenever that actually happens, other than him dressing up as Zayn on social media. But by no means should Karrion Kross have pinned Uncle Howdy if they had any type of plans for the Wyatt Sicks and Uncle Howdy. So just in storyline, Uncle Howdy has not been able to lead the Wyatt Sicks to glory. So give Alexa Bliss the leadership role, have Uncle Howdy take a back seat, show up from time to time. I think he's better in that role. He's not an every week character. He shouldn't never be an every week character. Alexa Bliss could be featured on SmackDown every week and nobody would complain. Number 2, I think, is the Fiend Forever jacket. It's a huge hint. Alexa Bliss paying tribute to Bray Wyatt. What a better way to honor his memory by guiding the Wyatt Sicks to success, having Uncle Howdy still be a part of it, but just replacing him as the leader. And number 1, Bliss has a friendship with Nikki Cross. They are 2-time women's tag team champions together. They could have an interesting storyline there. Maybe Nikki Cross is number 2 on the pecking order behind Alexa Bliss and the Wyatt Sicks. There's not many ways to go with this faction right now, but I think adding Alexa Bliss would be great, because then if Eric Rowan has a match, Alexa Bliss is ringside. If Joe Gacy has a match, Alexa Bliss is ringside. She could interfere in their matches. She could hop on commentary. It's that entertaining to me. I think it would make a world of difference to have her as the leader of the Wyatt Sicks, being present in the group's matches, tag team matches, ringside. She could just be featured on the show regularly on SmackDown as the leader of the group.